If you're heading south of the border for your vacation, you'll need more than just your passport. Mexico is now requiring U.S. citizens to fill out an immigration form before they can cross.
We were going to visit the pharmacy, have a lunch, and then be on our way. Normally, walking into Mexico is just like walking into a Walmart.
Wow, walking into Mexico is so easy, y'all. It's like walking into Walmart. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how are they going to stop us? We're United States citizens. We go where we want to go. We do what we want to do. Hey, y'all. It's your girl, J9 Eve. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, get into the comments. Let me know what you think about this, okay? I don't like to dabble in politics. It's quite depressing to me. But I saw this and I was like, Mama, you gotta. It's too funny. You can't let it pass. What is hilarious is how many Americans, especially the ones who love to talk cash-ish about Mexicans, how much they seem to love to cross over that border, take their little rich asses on to Mexico for vacations and such. Ain't it funny? It's funny, right? It's so easy to cross over to get into Mexico. So with President Trump, on his duck thizzle, he is right now, he's, tariffing the ish out of everybody. They think it's hilarious, so they're tariffing him back horribly. Just spiteful tariffs. So he's going low. They're going to the pits of hell with the tariffs. Okay. So of course it's not working out in his favor. He's not able to bully them. They don't need him. This is the problem. I think what he's not realizing is that what he's pretending is the case isn't the case. Canada don't need him. He need Canada. And he don't know that though. I don't know if he knows or don't know. I don't know. He might know, maybe he don't know, but he don't know. Okay. So apparently Mexico, they already had these restrictions. Like there's different stuff you're supposed to have other than just your passport. But they're very lenient. They're very lenient. So they've been letting us cross over into Mexico willy-nilly forever. They haven't been being strict. It's not that the rules didn't exist. They just weren't being strict with them. Guess what they're doing now? Oh yeah, they're doing that. Okay, so we're gonna watch this clip.
Changes during spring break travel. If you're heading south of the border for your vacation, you'll need more than just your passport. Mexico is now requiring U.S. citizens to fill out an immigration form before they can cross. And it's created incredibly long lines at the port of entry. 12 News journalist Chase Golight.
I'm gonna tell you what you ain't gonna do. What you ain't gonna do is inconvenience the Americans. I'm sorry. You see what I mean? This is too funny.
We spoke with one of those travelers, and Chase, they had no idea that this was happening.
Caribe, this process is not new, but Mexican immigration authorities are now strictly enforcing it, leaving people waiting hours to get into Mexico. And
hours? Oh, that is so inconvenient. It's nothing at all like the people who just be standing there on the other side of that fence for weeks and months. Hoping for permission just from the kindness of an asshole's heart. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not they can get in. Oh my God, hours? You're going to make an American wait hours for anything?
having to pay.
Why you frying your face up like that, sir? Saying having to pay? It's ridiculous. If this ain't hilarious, it's because I don't know what hilarious means.
Like countless Arizonans, Jim McCauley and his wife who live in Scottsdale were heading into Mexico for a day.
Scottsdale? That sounds wealthy as hell, don't it? They live in Scottsdale. What were they going to Mexico for?
A trip.
We were going to visit the pharmacy, have a lunch, and then be on our way.
Oh, they were trying to go into Mexico to go to a pharmacy in Mexico. Why would you need to go to a pharmacy in Mexico? Mr. American, why do you need to go to a pharmacy in Mexico? Mr. American, are there pharmacies not in the U.S.? Do we not have pharmacies here? I could have swore I saw a CVS when I was riding home yesterday. I'm pretty sure they exist in Scottsdale. You have to go all the way over a border into another country to go to a pharmacy, sir? That's weird. There's so much going on in this clip. There's so much happening. Like, they were going over to go to a pharmacy in Mexico. They were crossing the border to go into another state, into another country, to go into what one would call, and that one would be orange, and he would call it a whole country. He would say, you know, this horrible place, they're trying to come here for refuge because America, the United States is where it's at. It's so great and everybody wants to come here because it's the best, it's the strongest country. And they trying to come over here from that whole place. Here's this guy from Scottsdale, his wife gonna take a stroll, you know, just a regular schmegular Tuesday. They're gonna take a stroll on down to Mexico to go to a thing that they have in Mexico called a pharmacy. Sir, what was that again? Why were you going to the pharmacy in Mexico? Why couldn't you go to the one in Scottsdale in America? Why you couldn't go to the one in the United States? I wonder why. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Do you see what's happening here? It's a snowball effect that lands in the gates of hell and melts. Okay, that's what it is. This shit is hilarious. I'm sorry. Mr. Scottsdale, tell us what happened with the prescription. Were you able to get your prescription from Mexico?
It's something we've done many, many times before.
Oh,
They usually go in on foot and say the process is easy.
Normally, walking into Mexico is just like walking into a Walmart.
wow, walking into Mexico is so easy, y'all. It's like walking into Walmart. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how are they going to stop us? We're United States citizens. We go where we want to go. We do what we want to do. No, he didn't compare walking into Mexico through the Mexico border at a time like this. And he compared it to walking into a Walmart. This is why we treat them like that, because they're so kind and they let us in their country when they don't have to. They let us in easily when they don't have to. There's supposed to be a fee. They don't charge us. This is just that's been going on, apparently. This is what's been going on. They're supposed to be charging people for these things when they come in, but they haven't been. And guess what they got for it? And now they finally have to pay for it, because here comes Trump wanting to make tariffs for this and tariffs for that and tariff. And these people are like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of dealing with y'all. I'm tired of babysitting. And now they didn't even add on anything new. They just started doing what they were supposed to do in the first place. Isn't that something? Isn't that something?
On Thursday, when they got to the point of entry in Yuma, that wasn't the case.
The line was very, very long.
Oh.
Most of the people in line didn't know what was going on.
No.
The only progress that we made in that line were people that were leaving.
When they asked others how
Oh,
long
yeah.
they had been in line,
They were telling us it was a 3 to 4 hour wait.
both finally decided
3 to 4 hour wait. That is just unreasonable. Oh my God, you guys. That is too much. That's too much. That's too much fun. Okay, that is way too much fun for mama.
to cancel their trip because of it.
It was
Aw.
frustrating because we didn't expect it, hadn't heard about it. It's for us, it's a 3.5 hour trip down there and
Oh.
back.
The reason for the long wait, U.S. citizens traveling into Mexico not only have to bring their passport, but now must obtain a travel visa, according to the Mexican consulate of Phoenix, a form most Americans don't know about because Mexico hasn't strictly enforced it
Isn't
until
that-
now.
isn't
That's
that
what was taking so much time, as far as we could tell.
The consulate says it's to make tourists comply with the requirements and for safety. You can fill it out at the port of entry or online.
That's right. It's for safety. They're just being safe. They're trying to be more particular. You know, Donald is convinced they're all bringing over some stuff that they're not supposed to bring over. So, Mexico, there's like just tightening up the ship a little bit. I want to make sure nothing's happening here. So y'all gonna have to pay. Y'all want to go on your little vacation. And what's hilarious is a couple of hours and $30. And Americans are so inconvenienced that it makes it to the news. I waited longer than that in traffic twice last week. Okay. Twice.
To find it, go to the Mexican Consulate of Phoenix website, click on this link called Visa para Personas. From there, click the first link near the top. Hit this plus sign, agree to the conditions, then fill out the form, including where you're going in Mexico, what port of entry you're entering, and other personal information.
That's right. Put your personal information in there. Go and give it up. Okay. You already got a 16-year-old over there with all the rest of your information. Give up the rest to this guy. Since we don't give a shit about our information no more. I mean, let's not play games here. Let's not play coy. We don't care. Okay. Almost banned TikTok because of information being leaked and the dangers of the information. And now a prepubescent, possibly just in puberty, 17-year-olds walking around with my social security card in his back pocket. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that it's not giving what it's supposed to have gave, okay? It's not about security. And you know this because you're fine with that, which means you're damn sure fine about TikTok, okay? All right? And you're fine about this Mexico form you got to fill out that's going to give up all your information to. You're fine about it, okay? So just put it all down since we just handing out our information to any old body at this point. I'm just saying, just pointing out what's happening, okay?
You can then print out the form and bring it with you.
Yeah.
However, the consulate says it will cost you about $30.
Oh, no, not $30. Not $30. That's like the price of eggs. $30 is how much eggs cost. And gas. A gallon of gas is $30.12 at this point. But you know, it's like Trump said. He said it's going to be hard to bring it down. Now, bringing it up seemed to be easy as fuck. As soon as he walked in, it went up, shot straight up. Hey, Trump, I'm just saying, if you walked in and it shot up, what would happen if you walked out? Like, we should just try and see. You know, we're not going to know unless we try. I'm just trying to be supportive and throw out some ideas here, okay? This is all I'm doing.
Macaulay, he says until the process gets smoothed out, he isn't planning on going to Mexico anytime soon.
It's not worth the time or the effort.
Oh, now it's not worth the time or the effort. Before you were trying to go over there to go to a pharmacy. You're trying to go to a Mexican pharmacy, honey. Why were you trying to go to a Mexican pharmacy? Why can we circle back to the Mexican pharmacy? Because they don't want to arm and a leg, because they don't insist on running your insurance, which then makes your medicine cost even more than it actually would have if you didn't have insurance. Because America, because the United States, that's why. We're like, why does this cost so much? Because the United States, that's why. Y'all behave, because I'm not going to do it. Absolutely not. Okay, don't get used to this, because politics is it is a hard thing to stomach. It's got to be funny as hell, like something like this, for me to be able to stomach it. This looks like apocalypse to me. Just letting you know, okay? But mama love you. Yes, you do. Ooh. Peace.